Hello, welcome to Do You Believe? This evening we'll be exploring supernatural experiences experienced by police officers. So guys, get ready. This is going to be a creepy one. Calling for backup. One day, I pulled over a man for speeding. As I was making my way towards his car, I got an eerie feeling, so I turned back to my squad car when suddenly I felt a breeze and heard the door of the passenger side slam closed. As I looked up, I saw a female officer round about my age sitting on the seat. I had not radioed for backup and I didn't see any other squad cars around, and there's no way she got out of the other vehicle since I had left it. My K-9 sergeant was going berserk and was snapping and growling at the female officer. "Hello," I said to her. "May I help you?" "He has a gun by his seat," she said. I turned for a split second to make sure the car was still there, and when I turned back, she had vanished. I went towards the car and arrested the man on the scene. I searched the seat, and there it was, a gun. She had warned me about it. When I took him in, I learned they had been looking for him for a murder for a young female cop he had murdered 20 years ago. He was sentenced to life in prison for his crime. Later that night, I was playing catch with the sergeant when the female officer appeared to me and said thank you. "No, thank you," I told her. "She saved my life." And she said, "I was only doing my job. He would have killed you with the same gun he used to kill me. You brought me peace and happiness." After that, she disappeared. I haven't seen the female officer again, but there's talk around the officers who come in from time to time after their shift, sort of spooked, stating that a mysterious person came to warn them about danger. Next is the key holder. My partner and I responded to a call about an alarm going off at an office building. It was an old building that had been converted into a doctor's office and had a pharmacy attached to it. The motion signal that triggered the alarm was an office upstairs. After the key holder arrived, we went in to secure the premises. The door that leads to the stairs was locked, and the key holder weirdly didn't have keys to it, so we took the elevator up to the second floor. After exiting the elevator, we stumbled upon a long hallway full of nothing but darkness, except for an overhead lamp at the end of the hall. As we make our way checking doors, so far they are all secured. We get to the last office and it's unlocked. We enter and we see that it's empty except for several exam rooms and a reception area that is clear. As soon as we exit the office, something seems off right away. Suddenly, the overhead lamp at the end of the hall has now been replaced with the one by the elevators. I look at my partner and he's completely white. I asked him what was wrong and he said, "Weren't those doors we just checked locked? Well, now they're all open." So we go back and check each and every one of them and they are all clear. On our way out, just before we turn the corner, the main door slams shut and our radios start to get some sort of static. Now I just want to get out of there. We took the elevator down and I looked for the key holder, but now he's nowhere to be found. So I contacted dispatch to get a hold of him, only to be told that the key holder is barely on her way, about 5 minutes or so. I call them back and they tell me that this is impossible for us to have been with him since they've only been able to reach one and she is on her way. When she finally arrives, I start to tell her about the man that let us in. "What did he look like?" she asked as I was giving her the description of the person. She told us that I was describing the doctor who used to lease the office on the second floor. He had committed suicide in his home several days before that. Now, if we get a dispatch to that building, I won't go back there. Did you see Mama? I was sent one day to a runaway juvenile missing person call. While I was taking the report of the missing person, their eldest daughter comes out of the other room, points toward the hallway and yells, "Grandma!" The husband ran toward the hallway yelling, "Mom, Mom, did you see her? Did you see my mother?" the father asked. "No, I didn't." "Why are you surprised to see her walking down the hall?" I asked. "She died last year," the father replied. "We see her walking around the house all the time." Needless to say, I took the rest of the report out on the porch. She's inside the house. I've never been a believer in the paranormal, but that day I made an exception. I responded to a call made by an elderly lady. She reported that she kept seeing a young girl running through her yard and she was afraid of vandalism or maybe worse. On my way over, it started to pour like there's no tomorrow, lightning and thunder too. When I arrived at her residence, she pointed where the yard was and I made my way over there. As I shined my flashlight alone, I asked, "Is anyone out here?" "Come out," but nothing. All I heard was the sound of loud thunder. I made my way back inside the house, and the lady, now trembling in the corner, told me she's inside the house. I hear a thump in the background, and I see a young girl about 13 running from one side of the house to the other. I quickly move towards her and ask her to stop, but then she disappears right in front of me. I thought it was my eyes playing tricks on me, but then the lady yells out, "There she is, right outside." I turned towards a big window leading to the backyard, and there she was running around. But how did she get past me to exit to the back door? I immediately went outside, and she had vanished again. After I wasn't able to find anything, and with no logical explanation, I told the lady the girl ran away, and I wasn't able to catch her due to the weather. I asked her to calm down. Some months later passed, and I found out the elderly woman had passed away, and some new people had moved into her old home. Not long after that, dispatch picked up a call from the same house. Now the new tenants reported a young girl running around in their backyard and suddenly appearing in their house. I let someone else take that call. Thank you everybody for listening. Please join me at doyoubelievin.podbean.com. I can also be found on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Don't forget to like and follow, and please send your stories to doyoubelievin.stories@gmail.com or k.danner@doyoubelievin.com. Thank you so much.